Hey YouTube, so I figured today I would do another, trying to make more content for my channel. I figured I'd do a collection video, and the system I'm going to be talking about is the Nintendo GameCube today. So the GameCube's arguably, it's probably my second favorite video game system of all time, excluding, like, number one would go Dreamcast, so number two would be GameCube. So I absolutely love the GameCube, and even though my GameCube collection isn't as big as like my PS2 or my PS1 collection, I just absolutely love this system though. And I've been doing a lot of collecting for it lately. There's some games missing, like I don't have Mario Sunshine or Super Smash Bros. Melee. But, I figured I'd just make my current collection as it is, and maybe I'll do an update somewhere down the line. So the first game here, we have Super Monkey Ball 2. This is an awesome game. I just got this in this week, and I don't know, I fell in love with it. I have the other Monkey Ball games, or a couple of the spin-off ones, but they're nowhere near as good as this one. This one's awesome. Definitely check that game out. It's super cheap too. I got my copy for $5. Wario World, a rather strange beat-em-up style game. Sorry, I'm trying to position everything to where, sorry, I'm just gonna fiddle with the camera a little bit so that way you guys don't get that much glare. But yeah, so an interesting beat-em-up platformer game, really awesome stuff. Really enjoy it. I just got that in, so I haven't played that much, but from what I've played, it's really enjoyable. I have two copies of this next one, and it's Star Wars Rogue Leader Rogue Squadron 2 and Star Wars Rogue Leader Rogue Squadron 2. And the reason why I have two copies is I found both of these at Goodwill's, and one of these was a player's choice, the other was a black label. But the player's choice copy was actually scratched, and I just took a chance on it because it was only $2, and I was like, why not? And it was also missing the manual. But yeah, so I found both of these at Goodwill's, and I'll probably keep the black label and maybe get rid of the greatest hits or player's choice. But yeah, really great stuff though. Really good game. Pac-Man World 2, Pac-Man Verse. I've never played Pac-Man Verse, but I have played Pac-Man World 2, and I really enjoy it. It's one of my most nostalgic games from childhood, and I don't know, I really like it. Scalar, this is an okay-ish 3D platformer. I don't know, nothing really amazing. I played it for about 5 hours, and I couldn't get into it, so. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, and this is a pretty good 3D, I don't want to say fighting game, because it's more of a brawler, a beat-em-up, but yeah, you play as Godzilla characters. My only real complaint with this game is that all the characters are super slow. I don't know, every character, it feels like you're moving in molasses, and whatever. Maybe that's just me. Bionicle, this is a pretty good game. This is a 3D platformer, not very long, but this is good stuff. I'd recommend it. Check it out. It's actually super cheap, so that helps. Sonic Mega Collection, and this is, pretty much just a collection of all the first 7, or all of the Sonic the Hedgehog games, plus a couple extra games. I mean, if you don't own them on Genesis, like I do, there's really no point to own this, but I don't know, I found this for $4, and it's hard to pass up. It's hard to pass up cheap GameCube games. WWE Day of Reckoning. This is my all-time favorite pro wrestling game, hands down. This is the best one I've ever played. I don't know, maybe it's just my nostalgic ties to it, and nights up until 4 a.m. playing this game, but I don't know, I absolutely adore that game. Jimmy Neutron, Attack of the Twonkies. This is a game that I bought because it was super cheap, and I was reading not Metacritic, but reviews of it, and reviews said it wasn't that bad. Got home, played it, hated it. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2. If you liked the first Matt Hoffman game, this is pretty much just that. And I did like the first one, so I enjoyed that, naturally. Rainbow Six Lockdown. Alright. It's a first-person shooter. I don't really like the Rainbow Six games that much. Top Gun Combat Zones. Not really a flight game fan, so that didn't do much for me. PK Out of the Shadows. This is a weird little platformer, I guess. I don't know. I had this when I was a really little kid, and I used to think that this was a really good game. And now that I've gotten older, I can see all the problems with it, and it's not very good. Like, at all. On the other hand, though, iNinja. This is another game that I had when I was a kid, and I thought it was awesome. And this game's fucking awesome. Get this game. Shrek 2. Another game that I had when I was younger, and, you know, I picked up out of nostalgia purposes. It's a beat 'em up with Shrek characters, I guess. Not very good. Gun. You know, people never bring up Gun, but man, this game's awesome. Like, it's a third-person shooter that's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm just gonna rapid fire these next two games because I actually haven't tried them yet. It's Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones and Prince of Persia: Warrior Within. I haven't tried them yet. I have the first one, and I've played the first one for a couple hours, and I would like to beat the first one and then go into the sequels. Tai 2, Bush Rescue. This is an alright-ish game. I don't know. I actually got this before I got the first Tai, and I thought that this was a 3D platformer, and it's not, but I don't know. I didn't enjoy it that much. It didn't impress me. Amazing Island. This game sucks. It's like a mini game compilation. I mean, it's super cheap, so I guess if you want to try it yourself, you can, but honestly, I just can't recommend it. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. This is alright. I don't know. I don't know. I could really just say it's alright and leave it at that. The big thing is that there's balancing issues, and I hate games that have, like, balancing issues. Tales of Symphonia. I fucking love the Tales series, okay? So everybody kept telling me this was one of the best Tales games, and I got it, and I played it for around 10 hours, and I don't know, I just stopped playing it. I should probably get back into it, though, because it was pretty good from what I remember. The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. Yeah, this is an alright game. Certainly a lot different from the other Spyro games, but pretty good. I like it. Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc. If you liked Rayman 2, you're like this. And I know I'm saying, if you like this, then you're like this. But that's really all I can say. It didn't really stick out that much to me, but I mean, I liked Rayman 2, so naturally I would like that. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Times. This was a game that back when, like, I would read reviews and stuff, this was always one of the games people would talk about. And nowadays, I don't think it's aged that well, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to play that game some more. Sorry, I'm getting the next stack ready. 007, Everything or Nothing. This game is really good. like, I don't know, it's a good game, but it has like you can tell this is an early, well, not really early, but this was a third-person shooter before Resident Evil 4 because the lock-on system is just terrible, and I mean it's terrible. Like, but it's weird because this game is really good. Like, to me, this is like playing a James Bond movie. I mean, it has problems, but what game doesn't really? Soul Calibur 2. Back when I was a kid, this is really interesting. I had Soul Calibur 1 and 2, and I liked Soul Calibur 2 a lot more than I liked Soul Calibur 1. In fact, I thought Soul Calibur 1 sucked. But now that I've gotten older and my, my taste in games has gotten different, and maybe, since I'm now playing my Dreamcast with VGA chords and not RGB, now that I have all those things going for me, I like Soul Calibur 1 more than I like Soul Calibur 2, but I still really fucking love this game. Like, Bomberman Jetters. This game is really awesome. I really like the Bomberman games, and this is one of my favorite Bomberman games. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. This is about when I stopped liking Tony Hawk Pro Skater, because this is when they kind of became more open world and less about like doing tricks and mission focused and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, of Tony Hawk 4. I like the first 3, but that's really about it. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. If you like 3D platformers, if you like Super Mario 64, this game's pretty good. Not as good as like a Banjo-Kazooie or anything, but still pretty good. Dropped the game, awesome. Super Mario, Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix, and I actually bought this because the price it was at was only $6, and at the time I was under the impression that this game was super expensive, but now I've realized it tends to go for about 6 to 10. But yeah, I've played this game a handful of times, and it's really fun. I don't have a DDR mat, but I mean, I'll get one eventually. Maybe it'll be better with DDR mats. Probably not, though. Extreme G Racing, or XG3, whatever. Pretty cool little futuristic racer. Well, like F-Zero. Not as good as F-Zero, but still pretty decent. Spyro: A Hero's Tale, another Spyro game that, this one's a lot like the original Spyros, but it's also not. It's pretty good. I would check it out. It's really funny. That's the thing. That game is super funny. Pac-Man World Rally. I don't really like racing games that much. That's why I don't own too many of them, but as a man who absolutely adores Pac-Man, I kind of had to get this. I don't know. I saw it for cheap, and I figured, why not? And it's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad by any means. Metroid Prime. And comes with the Echoes demo disc, but Metroid Prime. I don't really like Metroid Prime that much. Sue me, I just don't think the mechanics handle that well. As a first-person shooter, like, I don't know, I never see the brilliance that people are talking about. Like, the maps are really easy to get lost in, and I don't know, like, it's probably just me. That game, Metroid Prime, is only like a $10 game, so you really kind of have to try it. Def Jam Vendetta. If you've never played the Def Jam games, they're pretty awesome. You play as famous rappers and just beat the shit out of each other, and it is a hell of a fun time. Like, let's see, Method Man, Red Man. You can see them up here in the corner, I hope. But yeah, like, it's just fucking fun as hell. NCAA 2K3. This is weird. I don't really like very many sports games, but I like the ones that are easy to pick up and play. And this is an easy to pick up and play game, man. You know, it's really fun. I'd check it out. NFL Street. This game is really arcadey. Really fun game. Yeah, check that out. Actually. Ooh. X-Men Legends 2, Rise of the Apocalypse. And I have the first one, and these are pretty good games. Let's see. Yeah, they're fun beat 'em ups. Really fun if you have a friend to play with. Dragon Ball Z Budokai, the first one. This is another game that I remember I had when I was a kid, and I remember I really liked it. And now that I'm older, it's just not that good. It's not bad, it's just really simplistic for a fighting game. Burnout 2, Point of Impact. Man, the fucking Burnout games are awesome. They're so much fun. Like, if you've never played Burnout, you need to try at least one of them because they are incredibly fun. Jimmy Neutron, Jet Fusion. I have this thing, and you guys have probably noticed it, but whenever I find a game for cheap, I just figure, why not? And this is one that I actually did a bit of research on prior to buying, and I found out it's a 3D platformer. It's actually pretty good. Like, the other one sucked, but this one's pretty good. Star Wars, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Knight 2. Nah, it's okay. I don't know, I didn't like it that much. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Yeah, these games, like the Lego games, are super fun. Like, and they're super cheap too. Like, because they sell so many copies. Yeah, definitely check this out. Like, I just said like 10 times. X-Men Legends, the first one. Like the second one, you know, pretty fun. Pretty good time as long as you have friends. Again, co-op is like the big thing. If you don't have co-op with those games, they're just not that fun. Spider-Man, it's okay. I don't know. I've never played Spider-Man 2, but I assume that game follows suit. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Let's see, pretty good for a Harry Potter game. Like, I don't know. I really like Harry Potter, so just playing something that's even decent is pretty impressive. In fact, I might play some more of that tonight. The Simpsons Hit and Run. I absolutely love The Simpsons Hit and Run. I've never beaten this game, as weird as it may sound, but there's a reason why I've never beaten it. The missions are just super repetitive. But maybe one day, maybe I'll beat it. Really fun game, though. Super Bubble Pop. This game sucks. Don't even try it. I only got it because it was like ultra cheap, and I was like, why not? Sonic Heroes. This was in the wake of like Sonic Adventure 2 and the first Sonic Adventure, and it's alright. I don't know. Yeah, it's alright. My main issue with that game is the levels are so long. They take like 20 minutes. Namco Museum. This is I mean, they're perfect ports of Namco games, but on the same hand, there's not enough games. There's like 7. Or 10, sorry. But that's like not enough when you consider the fact that the GameCube could probably have held like 20 or 30. And they never did like a volume 2. King Kong, the video game. I liked Peter Jackson's King Kong quite a bit. And I found out this game was really good, and it was made by Ubisoft Montpellier, which is the team that makes Rayman, and I got it, and this game is actually really good. Check it out, and it's like super cheap too. Battalion Wars. Pretty good. I like the style. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. I don't really like golfing games that much, so Mario Golf doesn't really do much for me. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Man, you talk about underrated hidden gems of the GameCube era. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy better be on that list because this game is awesome. Like, it's kind of a Zelda clone, but it's original enough, and I like I like Arabian times. I don't know. I feel like that setting doesn't get enough. Street Hoops, not as good as NBA Street. That's for sure. Backyard baseball or backyard football. My bad. I really enjoy the backyard games. I don't know, they're simplified football games, and they're really fun. And we're almost done. I've got 6 more games. I lied. And Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Not a big fan. The main thing that I like about the Pokemon games is like exploring the world and everything in the maps, and you don't really get to do that in this game, and that kind of kills it for me. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Did I have this game earlier? I'm not sure. If I did, then damn, because I now have 2 copies, and if so, if anyone wants to trade, I got a spare. Yeah, I already had a copy of this. Well, if anyone wants to trade, I have an extra copy of Ty, and Star Wars, and Rayman 3. Frogger the Adventure, the Rescue. If you like Frogger games, you're probably like that. I kind of like Frogger games, like they're mostly okay. Wow, I'm just now starting to realize that my collection's getting pretty big because I'm starting to forget what games for what systems I have. But yeah, so Ultimate Spider-Man. I hear that this game is just like Spider-Man 2, but like different graphics. I grew up playing this game, and this game's awesome. I really like it. Like, it's a little repetitive, but honestly, like, I really love the art style and everything. Good game. I like it. I'd recommend it. This one, product number 03. I saw someone make a list of good bad games, and they listed this, and I just had to question like their intelligence, because this isn't a bad game at all. This is actually, like, it's not fantastic or groundbreaking or anything, but it's pretty good. It's really stylish. It actually reminds me a bit of Bayonetta, but like a third-person shooter. I don't know. Like, this is a hard game to try and describe, but it's pretty good. It's not bad though. Like, there's nothing bad about that game. And the last game is Custom Robo. Oh my god, I love the Custom Robo games. I have the first one. Well, you know, this is the first one released in North America, and then I have the one on DS, and that's awesome. And I've put like so much time into those games. Like, man, talk about like a Nintendo series that needs to make a comeback, because all they need to do is just port this game on the Wii U or the 3DS with Wi-Fi, and I would buy like 5 copies. Like, man, these games are awesome. But yeah, so that's my GameCube collection, currently speaking. I think I have like 60 games. You know, I'm always looking to add games. Of course, I want Smash Brothers Melee. Of course, I want Mario Sunshine, but I'm just waiting to get those games, you know, for the right price. I'm always adding to my GameCube lineup. I love the GameCube. Like I said, it's probably my second favorite system of all time. But yeah, so don't forget to like this video down below. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. All that stuff really means a lot to me. So thanks you guys, whoever out there watches this. And also, I do have I have a new video series planned, and I'm hoping it'll be up and everything by Friday. So look forward to that, you guys. You guys are staring at some amiibo I have, and have a good day, everyone.